to see how these teams play with such a condensed circle like that, because I don't think I wasn't able to watch the round of 64 a ton because I'll be honest, I was sick and I was also kind of scrambling trying to help different people. So I didn't actually get to see a lot of the games. So I'm very curious to see how open qual Millie Island circle is going to play out.
Well, we'll at least have probably 2 or 3 teams there. The rest of the teams are gonna, try and get close. But a lot of these teams, they know me. They've been around a long time. They know playing paths like these are Apaku favorites, which means there's gonna be hopefully some early action we can get to. But at the same time, there's a chance here for glory, and glory is what we're all here for.
Oh, I love glory, especially when teams play like crazy to get it. It's a ton of fun. When teams do something a little bit different, when it works out, it is so much fun to watch and to cast.
No, I'm 100% on that one for sure. Here we have the Rats, Grant Les, them trying to get down. They're hoping for a little bit of a better turnout this time. We have 3 teams on military base, and it is a military. It's a Milta-based circle. So this still 40% is in water. So so on the next zone again, not a lot of land to have.
Yeah, that is true. And typically, I feel like we find these ending a little bit over outside prison. Like I would say, a little bit southeast. Yeah, that's the correct direction. Southeast of prison. I feel like that's typically where we see a lot of these endings. So we'll see who controls compounds, but it's gonna be fun. I can't wait. But no hot drops. A little sad, not gonna lie.
Well, there was some little quick engagements, but nothing, too tragic that we have to deal with. But for the most part, this circle does, we talk about rotations, right? And,
Yep.
we talked about, how are you going to go somewhere and how are you going to do this? And that's a question that they missed. So my question to you is, as an IGL, if you were to look at this, how would you approach this if you were on Military Island?
If I was on Military Island, honestly, I would send it straight through bridge. Because here's the thing is that, again, this is me after casting a decent amount of scrims, kind of watching the scene and seeing what happens. Typically, no one actually camps bridge anymore, it feels like. Like every single one that I've seen, granted it is because it's practice and they're not trying to ruin their practice, so that could be kind of skewed against me. But from what I've seen, just go across bridge is totally fine because if teams do stay there, they're sacrificing their position. They're also sacrificing if anyone comes in from behind and gets them on a third party. There's just so much that's actually bad for the team that's bridge camping if someone takes advantage of the fact that they are bridge camping. That typically, I don't feel like we see it a ton. So I could be wrong. Again, this is open quals. Anything could happen. But if I were an IGL, I would send it straight across. And where do I like to play in here? My favorite spot in here is actually right where I'm putting the camera. It's this little dip right here. I don't know why, but I just find this little spot so much fun. I feel like you can see a decent amount, but
that dip was added with the Erangel update during the transition when they added duos to PUBG. So it was originally not there, but that dip was added at that update. That's how old I am. I actually played before you can actually see it on Twitch.
Yeah. But yeah, I just feel like it's pretty defensible, but it also has enough space that you can avoid nades pretty easily. So I don't know. I have a very nice relationship with this dip, and you can even split it up. You can send people to the sentry towers above and below, and just kind of get a little bit more vision. But I really like that spot.
Yeah, it's hard to roll up on that spot with a vehicle because of its position.
Yeah.
And also, you can hide 2 vehicles in there, which is great, especially, looks like you got an engagement going on. In rotation, not too far from your spot. Looks like they're actually going right above your spot. Centurion rotating around up there.
Oh, yo, I swear I have a delay on. But it looks like they're trying to go north. Do you think they're going to try to take top of prison?
They're going to overlook prison, that's for sure. If not, they'll split it across the sides. But Rat City Bandits on the rotation. Taking some shots.
Ooh, nice tag. I was gonna say, I'm not gonna lie, I would be kind of surprised if they got a knock, but still, it would be a great clip to catch.
All right. It's anything's possible, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, on average, most of these players have at least 3,000 hours in the game right now. Some of them up towards 5,000. I mean, I can see Bop from top getting at least, you know, 1 or 2 knocks and someone driving by. It does feel like PUBG made it a little bit harder to knock people out of vehicles recently without telling us. It does seem there was a stealth nerf kind of put in there. I'm not sure though.
So that's actually a very interesting question or thing to discuss because sorry, my throat's killing me for some reason. It may be easier to shoot people out of a vehicle, but it's way easier to shoot someone from a vehicle now, it feels like.
Oh, you know? No. It's always been easier to shoot someone from a vehicle. But I think they made it harder to shoot people out of the vehicle recently. I was getting a couple of knocks, you know, in standard sprays, but it just feels like it's a little bit harder since like the last patch.
Well, actually, now that wasn't... I think something is about to happen, but I'll keep it in my mind. Never mind, Joe Shy is getting out here. Didn't they remove all of the open tops, like UASs or something?
But not...
Oh, Finna.
Well, there you go. Finna's just like, nope, you guys are talking about knocking people out of vehicle.
Oh,
Great
the
Lance,
absolute
like,
disrespect.
I gotcha.
Poor Cerberus.
They did remove the open. They did remove some of the open tops, but you know, you still have the Dorado. And,
yeah, for sure.
I mean, they're still open top vehicles. So
I was just wondering if it was like a lack of, you know, we saw more closed top vehicles, and that was kind of the case, you know. So, just curious.
Yeah. Like I said, it was something I wanted to bring up.
Now that I'm thinking about it, on Erangel, what open top vehicles do you have besides like a bike? I guess you could call a buggy and a trike, unless you put a spin on something.
As well.
The coupe is an open top though.
Oh, that's right. It's not open top. It just looks like it is.
Yeah. So that's actually interesting. So yeah, on Erangel, that could definitely be a case of that. All right, do you hit these shots, Markhead? Markhead sounds more right.
He's French.
True.
I call him Mark. Rule with names: if you want to have it pronounced correctly, make it easy to say.
But it's pretty quiet so far. I think
Look at how everyone's centering though. Everyone's on prison almost. Yeah. Everyone's on the hill in some way. I like the spread that what team is that? Old and Young. I like the spread that Old and Young have. Ooh.
Woo! Hot dog, get out of there, boy. Oh no! I mean, he's actually kind of safe though. Okay, never mind. Tries to get out. Finna is just absolutely gonna destroy him. Jeez, man. It's not even fair at this point, Finna. And the BM with the car honking, bro. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Finna. It'd be cute if it wasn't sad.
Man. Alright, we still have a decent amount of teams coming in for their rotate, but I kind of only see this along this line. I don't know why, but my brain just kind of says circles are only going to be here. Like, I don't really, for some reason, I don't see it going north. But it's totally
I don't see
possible.
the circle going north. I want to see the circle hard pull southeast for phase 2. I want to see all these teams have to scramble and go,
southeast.
Well, we're going Milta. Oh, yeah. I want to see it be 50% water on this circle pull.
Oh, you are toxic, sir. You are toxic.
Yeah. That's what makes me a good caster.
All right, well, looks like Donkey Destroyers, they've lost one vehicle, and it looks like this vehicle's okay. Probably has some damage taken down on it, but that's about it so far. No one's overpeaking them from the east, so they should be okay with that car. Be very careful where you put that baddie. Circle does popping.
Oh, I was close.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not quite Milta, but it does kind of center up here. So
it will end where we said it would. Somewhere, somewhere within 100 meters of prison, probably.
Probably. Yeah, and a lot of the teams, again, they kind of position for this, so except for the teams that kind of anticipate that they would have to move, are actually going to be fine. So Arson doesn't get tagged. His vehicle is a little bit. Taking some shots over at Demon Rises, but still alive. TTG is going to lose one. Glory goes down. Demon Rises is going to push on to Jembo. And remember, they did actually have a 2-2 split here, so Demon Rises, they're going to have one knocked. But Jembo is the only one here. Is the rest of TTG is at Mansion. TTG is gonna circle up here and it's gonna be all right. And don't really envision. Whoa, Hater. Not quite sure where Peter was trying to go, but he got absolutely punished for that one. And Four Funners gonna say thank you very much for that point. Do appreciate it, and come back next time.
The teams are still going to rotate in here a little bit. You know, I think we'll have some quick advantages. But yeah, a lot of fights here in the Mansion fields, you know, between Mansion and Prison. Just people taking dips right now, which I don't really think there's a lot more fun to do after this dip, except, you know, hopefully get people in rotation.
Yeah, I actually really like this dip. I feel like this could be a very strong dip. I would wait a circle or two before I went there personally, but, you know, could pay out many dividends for them. We're gonna go ahead and knock McKenna. Ooh, and a crash coming out on the side of Team on Point and Smooth Brain Gang. Oh, they're gonna go down to Soda. Soda does have 2 down, and the rest of Team on Point are nowhere near here. Rats, though, putting in absolute damage onto Four Funners. And I think it's just J-Sync left. It is. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see a crash coming in here. No? No. Rats actually just dip away from here. I was not expecting that. What? Rats are such an aggressive team. Why do you think they peeled off of that?
I'm kind of concerned. I mean, I think they don't know enough about the fight, and they're a little hesitant from the first game. They need a little bit more before they're going to risk it right now. They don't want to get too far behind.
Oh no! No way!
Oh,
This is, oh my gosh! I thought TTG had actually done it, but TTG does go down. Actually, to their own nade, it looks like, but so close to getting the entire Demon Rises team down with just a couple of nades. That was so close, but so far away. What'd they get? What'd they get from the crate? Ooh, they got an almond that they put on Sociopath.
oh, that'll be nice for them. And the zone pops. It's a hard shift. Goes all the way down to the the very north side of Milton with shelter. So, nice for them. It got off the water, but look at that. They're gonna have to make some adjustment here because this shouldn't end on Prison now. This will be a hillside battle probably.
Yeah, and it is kind of funny because it is kind of ending near Milton. It looks like. Well, sorry, Circles. It included Milton, so your prediction could be kind of right. RCB though.
I mean, no matter what, there's all that's left right now is hillsides.
Yeah.
I don't think it can go all the way to Milton Field, unfortunately.
It could end on Soda. There is a world where it ends on Soda in those compounds. Sorry. Tilt Town.
We're all good. Yep, Tilt Town moving away there, trying to get some vehicles out with Rat City Vengeance.
And another crash coming in too. Old and Young versus Just for Fun. Zero goes down. And I think ONY still have all those up. Fry's getting another knock. Now it's just Milkman and the Herbs. Fry's KK, we've seen him
Old
pop
and Young
off
been
so
holding
much.
this area for a while, so they're stoked up and ready. This will be a good one. They're going to be able to get these 4 kills easily without losing one. And it'll suit them up for another good finish.
Yep, the nades coming in. These are good plays, good knocks. Milkman, the last one alive. What can he do? Only goes down, unluckily for him, and Old and Young gonna win that one convincingly.
Looks like for Funners up there, we're just on top and lost out to Abstract as well. They were getting some shots of them from far distance and peeled them off of the Wizard Tower. So with this event now, we have AUGs in play and smoke launchers.
Yeah, and I honestly, really, is he actually gonna try to go for those?
Yeah, they need it probably.
Alrighty. Wasn't expecting that, but Tumas is gonna get knocked, and again, team on point is gonna get crashed, this time by Miramar. And again, they did lose 2 team on point, so this is gonna be a 4v2. Gym Class 0 goes down, and GOZN pushes in, tries to kind of escape. Does get the knock. Try to go for the flush. But now it's actually just a 2v1. Help came out from the third party. Now his the last one. Going for the res onto Tebow.
And zone pop went right back up to the prison hill, so it will be a hillside finish somewhere. Great job by top defending with those 2 players, though.
Yeah, and they're honestly not going to push, which is not too surprising just because they don't want to get third-partied. But it looks like the only team that would third-party them is Smooth Brain Gang at this moment. So it looks like everybody else is kind of busy. Aw, bummer. Wanted to catch that fight a little bit, but missed it. Do be like that sometimes. And he goes for the res onto Gym Class 0. Does he get it? No way! He's trying! Oh, no. You know he was screaming that he was trying, dude. That has happened so many times in PUBG, at least to me, man. Chaudhry, though, gonna go down to Finna. Gonna get flushed as well. And, I mean, this fight between Team On Point and Miramar has to... Okay. I was gonna say, it does have to pop up, but Islas gonna get Goose, or GOS. Oh, no, now spots out Eyes. His last, but doesn't actually knock him. Just got to try to outplay 2. Neither one of them lands a shot. Will try to go outside. Will try to outflank. Nice damage, but Tebow with a nice flick. And the headshot's going to come out.
Yeah, they're not going to get the full trade there, but they're also going to have to get out of there. And that zone as phase 4 is going to cook. Abstract now, though, pushing on to Rats. And Rats not having a good time here.
Good shots coming out from Big Monster, though. Got to admit that. Finna could actually get pushed from behind.
Definitely there.
Tumas taking some shots over at Centurions on the north side. Ooh, nice shot. Does he spot out Tebow, and does he actually get the kill? He does. Nicely done. Collects some more points. And, I mean, hey, they're not doing too bad. 7 kills so far. Second game. Not too shabby.
Now, second game can dip for them, but, you know, still 10 teams up. Only into phase 4. You know, this is going to be a hill battle. There's only, I believe, Prison's the only real compound left in this circle. I mean, I guess there's a little bit of lumberyard in there, but it's hard to see on the map. It's so small. There's 3 or 4 houses, you know, 3 or 4 houses.
Oh,
and,
my
well, there we
gosh.
go. Prison, there we go. Prison finish.
I was gonna say, well, the original one that we changed a couple times does seem what we're gonna have. We said within 100 yards of prison, and it's pretty close. I don't know the exact measurements, but it looks pretty darn close to me.
Well, each little block is 100 meters, so there we are.
Sure.
So at the very worst, it'll be 150 meters off. If it ends where Tilt Town is, would be 150 meters off on the edge.
Yeah, but now 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of 5, 6, a little bit of 7. 7 teams need to make it inside zone. The question is, are they going to use vehicles? Are they going to just push? How do they play this?
Looking at this right here, old and young. I mean, there's just so much on this field in front of them. It's hard to tell sometimes with the render distance. You know, we see teams that are 600 or 700 meters away through the mountains. But definitely not the push they wanted here. There's two teams right on top of them right now.
Oh no, Smooth Brain Gang, they're trying to trying to get this, but he will have to survive through, and he's gonna go down. But Old and Young is still gonna lose to the 3. There's no way that they can get the reses off, and this is just mutually assured destruction between all of these teams, because you also see RCV getting in this battle as well.
And they're going to bring them out and take them out. So Smooth Brain goes out a little bit earlier than they wanted to after getting that win. But Old and Young does get some revenge for that loss in game number 1.
And oh, dude, Tudo, he's just like, bro, I got to make it in. What do I do? Send it. You got it, boss. And he's just going for zone. He's just praying that no one spots him and prays that he can stay alive. Get as many points as he can.
Well, we saw Finna the other day get 5 kills after his entire team was dead, one of which was wiping a squad. So it is possible.
Shots. Oh no! If he had taken the shots before, I think he could have gotten him. Still, it was a good try. Old and Young does go down though, and RCV, they're getting picked apart by Forged as well. Now it's just down to Zhao.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to pick him up, so he's going to get credit for that kill. So, you know, no cap, my hat's off to you as always. Nice job there. Oh, and there's Savage gets another finish.
Oh, and Mitchie T. Oh no, he went down. And camera, can I please move? Thank you. Sorry, sometimes the spec bugs out like that. So I was hoping to see if Mitchie won that fight, but I think he actually got 2 of Rats. But Finna, you know, he has 8 kills, 689 damage.
And it pops off, and it's still technically on prison for one of the last circles. So not that bad right there. Finna doing Finna things. Yeah, it's just what Finna does. But you know, you can have to attach Thomas and Badilol, and that's not going to be easy for him right there in that circle. We do have what 3 teams that are fully up, 2 from Donkey and 1 from Rat. So you know, down to the last 5 teams, and these are some good teams here.
Yeah, I honestly kind of looking at this. I'm looking at Forge and Tilt Town because I have a feeling that, well, whoever wins between Abstract and Tilt Town, I should say. Nice shots coming out on Suzuki Boy. Joshi keeping the sides nice and tight. That's a good nade. Will get a knock. But Tilton are actually not pressing on this. I think they just kind of want to hold them out. Ah, never mind. There they go. Now they're pressing on the side. Gotta watch out from Sociopath from below. He does have an arm. Not that it's probably going to come into play now. Joshi takes down one Sociopath, taken down by Savage, and Big Monster goes down low to a nade. We'll get the res off though. Nicely done. Low HP coming out from below.
Outside of this.
Oh no, I didn't even realize it, but Forge actually pushing up on this, and Pluve goes down. Tiltown actually in between 2 teams.
This can be a feast for them, so they just have to keep on top of it right now.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough fight, but never mind. Actually, Abstract is just going to dip, so this is pure Tiltown versus Forged. We're going to go for the res.
That could be a perfect nade.
But Tiltown's going to back off. They picked up their teammate. Big Monster actually going to go down. They were trying to keep Tiltown out, but Tiltown just absolutely turned right back onto them. Took them out.
Clemson being the difference right there. Down to the final 4 teams. Only one team has 3 players up. Everyone else has 2 or 1. But can't count out Finna just yet. He's going to wait for everyone to do all the damage, then he'll do what he does.
Sovereign and War, they're not wanting this game to be passive. They're wanting to push, and Morans, I thought he was going to go for a drive-by, but instead he just decided to juke me out.
I think Tiltown knows that, you know, they need a couple more kills here, and they want to make sure to push their advantage as best they can. If they think they know where the team is, they're not going to get really cool looking drive right now. Early game, maybe. Late game, the 10 points is worth staying.
Ooh, War getting a nice non-stopper, though, going to go down. War does go down and Tilt Town pick up those kills up to 9, third place, and they have to know by now that they're essentially the favored to win this just because of how many people are up left.
Yeah, they're not gonna, you know, they're not gonna know everything, but you know, the problem is they're going up against Tumas and Batty Lol. I don't know about you, but I've seen them drop 20 kills in a pub lobby each, and that's without bots.
To be fair, I haven't seen these players play just regular pubs in a while, so no disrespect to them. I'm sure they can do it. I just haven't seen it. So Clemson, though, it looks like he's going for a car, but it should be fun. I really want to see Finna just kind of wrap around Tilt Town. I think it'd be hilarious and fun to watch. But Batty Lil, 175 damage. Can he take on Tilt Town as Ipaku believes in him?
Well, I believe in them both. I think, you know, these are two guys that can do some serious damage here if they get the opportunity to take the shots. And I think Finn is going to be quiet, so Finn needs to be loud. You know, that's, you know, Finn is great. His patience right now is just key for him.
Yeah, I really like that phrase. He's quiet until he needs to be loud, but Donkey Destroyer is going to lose. Batty Lol as Clemson knocks him with the ace. Now it's just Tumas and Finna, because there's no way that rest can come out. Finn is
now going to go active. You're going to see him start to move a little bit more. Now that he's seen one team, he knows a different team's gone down. He knows who he's fighting against. He realized the numbers are against him. He's going to try and find an open opportunity to at least get a kill.
All right, Finna versus a 1v4. And try as he might, he is not going to be able to win a 1v4 in Tilt Town. Win this one. I think that's what, 13, 12 kills? Oh, bummer, I was one off. Still,
well, yeah, they lost
kills.
1-2 A zone. But still, nice game by Tilt Town. Very nice game.